that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling WNZK Radio at 248-557-3500.
Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are diabetic, I am sure you have been warned by your doctor about the circulation problems that may occur, especially in your legs and your feet. That is why Medicare still pays for a free new pair of shoes if you're diabetic, and also there's a system called neuropathy that may settle in that can be treated by a non-invasive system best described as the anodyne therapy. Call 1-888-489-8980 and find out how your leg circulation could be possibly improved by the anodyne therapy. Anodyne therapy is a non-invasive way of producing warmth in your legs and is applied by a professional in the convenience of your home or a nearby office. That's 1-888-489-8980. And if you'd like a free brochure on how Medicare can help you as a diabetic patient, many services are available for free. Call 1-888-489-8980.
If your question is, who am I going to call to bring the kind of services into my home that I need because I can't get out? House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. They can bring in doctors, dentists, nurses, therapists, and more. And those medical services are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. And they have all sorts of non-medical services, whatever you need. Now, if you use 4 hours or more of non-medical services per month, you're going to get a free personal emergency button telephone that you can use for both emergencies or daily use. Call House Calls on Wheels toll-free for further information. 1-888-489-8980. That's 1-888-489-8980.
And hopefully you are enjoying the snow and the white stuff, as I like to call it, or solid sunshine. And we're in for a few more days, but we've had some interesting developments within the last 24 hours. I'm sure you've heard of the meteorite that it bypassed us, and that's Mother Nature in action, and a lot of people were alarmed by it. But the good news is that we have a couple of centuries ahead of us to have a meteorite actually do something of significance. So for the next couple of 100 years, we're okay, and you can go to bed without worrying. Show is titled Bright Side of Aging. We try to bring out positive aspects of aging, and hopefully you share in that vision. I surround myself by positive-minded people as much as I can, and in our next segment after the break, we're going to be talking to two psychologists who've written a book on, indeed, living life in a happy way, developing relationships, and how to improve your relationship with your significant other. They using the science of positive psychology and to build love that lasts. And we certainly need that in the world today. If you are living by yourself and in need of services, one of our sponsors, as you've heard, has a one-button phone. You've seen those help, I've fallen down phones, and usually they're intended for emergencies. I want you to seriously consider it if you're living by yourself or for a friend. We have the service through House Calls on Wheels, or if you use any other services, you will have the use of that one-button phone that can help you in your daily needs as well as your emergency needs. So if you use these services more than 4 hours per week, then you'll have one for the use as long as you use the service, any of the services. It's well worth the investment. If not, it's just $1 a day, around $1 a day. And with the press of a button, you can be in touch with the world. I always look forward to talking to positive-minded people, and Dr. Andre Lee is one of those individuals. I am really privileged to have him as a friend as well as a colleague, and that because of his extensive health field background, he was the administrator of Highland Park General Hospital and took that knowledge and experience and has helped health organizations get started, such as hospices. He's written books on how to organize your life, as well as share information about health and how to stay healthy and do it in an upbeat way. Dr. Andre Lee has put a program together that can help churches and organizations to raise money and do it in an upbeat and interesting way. I have a formula for raising money for different organizations. It's the PI formula. And the letters PI, the one stands for plead or beg for money. I is to involve people that you want to reach out to. And E is earn. If you'd like to earn money for your organization or church, why not try Dr. Andre Lee's prescription? And Dr. Lee is not going to write your prescription because he's not a medical doctor, but he's a smart doctor knowing about healthcare. Is that correct, Dr. Andre Lee? You're a smart doctor?
Yes, sir. I like to think I'm a happy doctor. I can write a prescription for happy.
Happy, there you go.
Yeah, for positive thinking.
Right.
You know, that's what your two psychologists are going to talk about, positive thinking.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, well, you certainly are a positive individual. You took some basic concepts and added a way for people to know their background. That's through that portrait program of yours. Why don't you remind folks what that's all about?
Well, yeah, it's an exhibit on Black medical legends that I have 3 of them out, different ones, and they travel around the different locations. Right now, I have one. I just got a reservation for one a couple of days ago. It's going back up to Louisville. The organization up there wants one on the military. I have one for medical schools and one for Who Was First still available, although I have some tentative indication they might want it in Virginia and in Maryland. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. But it's a good fundraiser, and it's a very interesting exhibit. It's a panels, 3 feet wide, 6 feet tall. There's several panels that you can hang and put on display for people. Now, I think they'll find it very interesting. Yeah.
And there's really no major investment to speak of.
No.
And
Well, I charge a little bit for the use of the panel,
right,
for
exactly.
my foundation. But other than that, no, there's no investment for equipment or anything of that nature.
Right. And what I like about it is the fact that it gives an opportunity for young people, as well as, I hate to use the word old, I would say seasoned people of the congregation that want to reach out and alert young people as to what the history of African Americans are all about, and also the pride that can be taken. And basically you charge as a museum might charge, except this is more focused for the needs of particularly in the black community, at churches or different communities. And you've gotten repeat orders for it, so that's a pretty good indication.
Yeah,
that people
this one is a repeat order. They had the exhibit last year, but they had a different one, so they want this one for this year. So this is it's going back to a Kindred Healthcare in Louisville. So they had it last year. So this is a repeat order.
Right. Anyone that's interested, I have that toll-free number that I can share the information with you. If you call 888-489-8980, that's 1-888-489-8980. They'll leave me a message. I'll be more than happy to follow up and give you more details. And it's a fun way of earning income as well as gaining knowledge. And because of your creativity, you don't just work with portraits, but you've got a game called Who Cares? Is that correct?
Yeah, and interestingly, I tried this about 3 or 4 years, well, even longer than that now. But the internet has gotten so much better that I'm able to present this Who Cares game by virtuality, through the internet. So an organization that wants to bring their congregation together to learn things about healthy living, I can do this, and it takes you figure an hour and a half, and it's if you've got a projector, a computer, and internet access, we can do this thing live, and people will have fun. I want people to be interactive, and I want them to enjoy it, but not just sit there and listen to a lecture, but to also participate. So this is a trivia game but it gives health tips and suggestions on how to achieve, and I can tailor it to any subject. I've got, in fact, I was looking at it last night. I've got 10 different subjects already laid out, from smoking to stress to heart disease to obesity to weight loss to nutrition, and it just and I can tailor it to adults or I can tailor it to children. And if you're interested, we can do an hour and a half, and we can get about 2 good games in that length of time. I'm telling you, people will enjoy it. I've had a lot of interest in this of late, which is why I brought it back up. And I'll also, since we just mentioned the portraits, I can do a live presentation, a webinar on Black history too. So I've had some interest in that as well. So the internet's just a wonderful vehicle to get this done.
Wow.
And we're talking a very nominal thing, $150, mainly to cover the cost of doing the presentation. But people can use it. They can use it, bring their people in for free, or they can charge for it. But we can schedule it on a weekly basis, or we can schedule it on a monthly basis. It can be done. And I guess I'm extending myself to do these webinars, but I'm excited at the prospect of it. And it may not necessarily be me. I may have someone else do it. But it's a game show. It's got a game show format.
Yes. No, it sounds phenomenal. I mean, I've seen it when you were living in Michigan live, and now with the internet, it's just like you're being here, and we can ask questions with the right answers and all, being given prizes. So it could be a fun event. And again, if anyone is seriously interested and wants more information, there's no heavy lifting at your end.
No, no.
And you can laugh and enjoy. It's called edutainment. So
Edutainment. Oh, that's a good idea.
maybe we'll could give you a new title, Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee, he's Doctor of Edutainment. Oh, wow. Let's educate and entertain.
I'm going to take that over.
Okay, all right. No, let's do it, man. We got a new year. We got to go.
Yes, it's really a really wonderful. Like I said, people have done it in the past, as you said, on ground, and people have just really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no. Well, listen, I love learning for the sake of it, but if you can do it in a fun type way, that makes it doubly.
Should do it for that Rotary Club you belong to.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna bring that up. Great idea. So if anybody out there belongs to Rotary Club, Optimist Club, or the Kiwanis, I mean, all those groups are always looking for ways to raise money and reach out to the community. Let's do the edutainment. That's our resolution for year 2018. Wow.
Right.
All right. Well, listen, great. Nice talking to you as always. Talk to you next week, Dr. Andretti. Okay, have a good one.
Okay.
And stay healthy. Bye.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back, folks, after we get a chance to do a brief commercial break so we can stay on the air so you can hear us, assuming you do want to hear us. Don't you dare go away. We will be right back. If you are diabetic, I am sure you have been warned by your doctor about the circulation problems that may occur, especially in your legs and your feet. That is why Medicare still pays for a free new pair of shoes if you're diabetic. And also, there's a system called neuropathy that may settle in that can be treated by a non-invasive system best described as the anodyne therapy. Call 1-888-489-8980 and find out how your leg circulation could be possibly improved by the anodyne therapy. Anodyne therapy is a non-invasive way of producing warmth in your legs and is applied by a professional in the convenience of your home or a nearby office. That's 1-888-489-8980. And if you'd like a free brochure on how Medicare can help you as a diabetic patient, many services are available for free. Call 1-888-489-8980. And welcome back. And as you know, the show is titled Bright Side of Aging. So we try to bring out the positive aspects of aging. And I'm really excited about being able to not only talk about some of the common sense approaches to the bright side of aging, but also a capability of doing it from a more professional aspect. And I am really excited about being able to talk to two authors that really address the whole aspect of living life in a positive way. There's a great concept that many of you may have heard over the years about positive psychology. Well, Susie Pileggi Pawelski has a Master's of Applied Positive Psychology degree from the University of Pennsylvania. She is a freelance writer and well-being consultant specializing in the science of happiness and its effects on health and relationships. Her 2010 Scientific American Mind cover story, The Happy Couple, was the catalyst of this book. Susie blogs for Psychology Today and writes a Science of Well-Being column for Live Happy, where she's also a contributing editor. She gives romance and research workshops and around the world with her husband, James. Previously, she directed award-winning media relationship campaigns for Fortune 500 clients, worked in publicity at Radio City Hall, and was an associate producer for The Joan Rivers Show. James Pawelski, since he has a Ph.D., we'll call him Dr. James Pawelski. He is a professor of practice and director of education in the Positive Psychology Center at the University of Pennsylvania, where he co-founded the world's first Master of Applied Positive Psychology program with Martin Seligman. From the sound of your credentials, Dr. Pawelski and Susie, you can psychologically analyze each other every day. Is that correct? So what do you say, Sue? If you knew Susie, so tell me, Susie, do you use your strategies in your personal relationship?
I do my best, but I don't have a crystal ball, so it's not that easy. It does take some work and effort.
I see. Well, that's part of the whole aspect of psychology. The book is actually very ear and eye-catching. Happy Together, Using the Science of Positive Psychology to Build Love That Lasts. And boy, do we need that today. Can you get it to the White House by chance?
You can get it at bookstores nationwide, through Amazon, and other online sites. So yes, you can get it at the White House and everywhere.
I see. Susie, I just wondered how you feel this book is different from other books on relationships.
That's a really great question, Ike. This book focuses on what's going right with your relationship, not what's going wrong with it, and how can you nurture more of the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it's interesting you say that, because that can be used in other aspects of life. I am going to give you TMI, too much information possibly. But we visited with my daughter, who lives in a health food store, and it's part of a chain. And she is manager of the store, and she was describing how frustrated she is because a lot of the people that work in these health type food stores really are not that knowledgeable what they are selling. And she goes out of her way to try to make sure that when a client comes into the health food store, they're buying the right product for their particular condition. And she was going on how difficult it is to teach the other clerks that she works with. So my wife said, well, tell me, what do you like about the job? And it changed the whole situation.
You have a very wise wife, but I'm sure you know that. That's probably why you married her.
Well, that's the only thing I'm concerned with. Why would she marry me? But that's a separate story. But I am fascinated by the concept as far as the whole relationship aspect of life. And James, I hope you don't get offended and not calling you Dr. Pawelski.
Oh, no, of course not. I was James long before I was Dr. anything.
I see. I would like to get your thought on why is it so hard to be happy together?
Well, I think it's not hard at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems to go swimmingly. You finally found this person, and it's great. And then over time, though, we tend to expect that we're going to live happily ever after. Mm-hmm. And over time, we find that some of those expectations may not be exactly borne out. Mm-hmm. Early on, we may experience certain things like, I'll just give you an example. So Susie, I'm a philosopher, so I like to stay in and read books. Mm-hmm. And Susie likes to get out and see the world. And so early on in our relationship, it was great. She could convince me to get out and, be with friends and have dinner out, and it was great. Over time, Susie wants to keep going out, and she wants to, I'm like, Susie, we went out last week. Why do you want to go out again this week, right? So as we mature, as our relationship matures, it's easy for me to focus on the ways in which this is annoying. I don't want to go out again. I've got a lot of books to read.
Right.
So I think a reason why it's difficult to be happy together is because we tend then to focus on the negatives or the annoyances of the relationship, and we tend to forget all the ways in which the relationship is actually good. So just like you focus on the bright side of aging, and there certainly are many bright sides, so there are many bright sides to relationships, and the focus of our message is to try to help people acknowledge those and to focus on them.
I think sometimes the things that bring us together are the very things that drive us apart. We fall into ruts and routines, but if we can remember to look at our spouse through a lens of strengths, like one of the things I loved about James, and still do, is his analytical mind. But like you said, at times I think sometimes he's just being a persnickety philosopher and trying to annoy me, but I'm forgetting, that's who he is. Not the persnickety part, but the deliberate thinking and analytical mind is something I admire in him, and I have to remember that's part of his unique personality. We all have strengths, and we have differences, but seeing it as a difference, not as a fault or a flaw in the other person.
Tell me, in your book, Happy Together, Using the Science of Positive Psychology to Build Love That Lasts, do you feel couples reading it together might use it as a guide to improve their relationships with one another?
Absolutely, Ike. We actually wrote this book for anyone, for people who are in a relationship right now that's going well and they want to improve it. We recommend this like we would recommend going to the gym for our physical health. We like to think of it as a relationship gym. So it's important to stay fit and stay toned and not take our relationship for granted. We also wrote the book, though, for people who are in a relationship that, it's a romantic relationship that doesn't feel very romantic anymore. And there's so many scientific, evidence-based perspectives and exercises in the book that can help folks to kind of get back on track. Additionally, maybe there are people whose relationships always seem to end badly, and they don't know why, and they want to try to understand that. Or people who have not been in relationships before and who want to kind of learn some skills that they can take to those relationships. Finally, I think this could be a really interesting book for people who have been in relationships. My parents have been married almost 60 years now, and so folks who've been married for a long time, and maybe even after they lose one of the partners, it could be a very interesting way of trying to understand what was so good about their relationship and to savor the very special experience in life that relationships can bring.
Now, I assume the book is available in the Amazon, or how do people get a hold of the book?
It's available on Amazon and any other site that sells books, bookstores nationwide, and you can get it via our website at buildhappytogether.com. We put the build in it because I like to say love is an action verb. So if you go to buildhappytogether.com, you could see all the websites you could get it from.
And part of what we want to do, Ike, is to invite people to come together in a community to talk about the bright side of relationships and how to be happy together, kind of like a gym as a gathering place. And it's more fun working out with other people. So the website is also a great resource for coming together, sharing stories, and getting connected.
Sounds fantastic. You have all these support groups that are looking for a way to get the group motivated for them to build a relationship, and here's the book that does it all. It's been a delight talking to you, and I look forward to maybe getting involved and doing some virtual stuff on the video with you guys, so be prepared, okay?
That would be great, Ike. We would certainly welcome that.
All right,
Sounds
terrific. Wonderful. Thanks so much for talking and making us smarter. Right now, I only have enough time for my favorite parting thought that which is. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with a bright side of aging. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other and achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
If you're one of those folks who needs a helping hand, like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or help you pay your bills, run your errands, laundry pickup and delivery, maybe somebody to help you with bathing and grooming or in-home hair cutting and styling, you can't get out and you need medical help, maybe a doctor, a dentist, a nurse, a podiatrist, you name it, or prescription delivery, House Calls on Wheels is the answer. They provide both non-medical and medical services in your home. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour if you're using any of the medical services, and all of the medical services are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. Call House Calls on Wheels for further information. It's a toll-free number, 1-888-489-8980. That's House Calls on Wheels, 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome. And if you're an entrepreneur and want to rub elbows or shake hands or just wink at one another to another entrepreneur, I'd like to have you on your busy calendars mark down Thursdays and most Tuesdays and some other days, but Thursdays for sure. Every Thursday morning for the foreseeable future from 9:15 to 10:30, we meet as fellow entrepreneurs to promote the whole aspect of helping each other either start our respective businesses or build the businesses. It's at Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward Avenue in Bloomfield Hills. It's free to attend. You get free donuts and coffee. It's at the Level 1 Bank that we meet at is the one in Bloomfield Hills that's on the southeast corner of Big Beaver and Woodward. There's going to be a free door prize drawing of being on the air, a 10-minute radio interview or on this show, which for 10 minutes gets your message across And the capability now with the internet and all, we post it on our webpage. You can link it to your webpage. You can be heard worldwide and also live on both two radio stations, WNZK 690 AM and WCXI. And all you got to do is show up. They say 90% of success is just showing up. We have some interesting people coming by. We also share home-based business opportunities. There's no arm twisting, and it's free to attend. And if you enjoy coffee and donuts and great conversation and stimulating ideas, by golly, you gotta show up every Thursday morning, or at least as many Thursday mornings as you can, from 9:15 in the morning till 10:30. And you have a chance to hear good advice, not just phony baloney advice. And it's true news, not phony news, all right? What I like about our group, our organization has been around now for over 40 years. And I'm proud to have started the group with just myself and my neighbor, and we now have over 20,000 contacts. Now, you analyze that to maybe the internet and you're reaching out to millions. Guess what? These are millions of people that don't know who you are. When you join up with the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, you get to know people not only as business associates, but also as friends. And the relationships that I've seen develop over the years are magnificent. In fact, I was so impressed with the results of our meetings that now I've reached out to churches and synagogues, and they have taken me up on my offer, whereby I can assist if you belong to a church or any house of faith, whereby we can work with your existing membership of people that want to get to know each other, not only from the religious aspect, but from the professional aspect. I don't know of any organization that can thrive in any way unless they raise money. Now, I envision whereby various houses of faith can reach out to the congregation. I'll be glad to facilitate in it, and strictly on a donation type basis. The church keeps whatever revenue is generated. You offer coffee and also light refreshments, whatever theirs. You can do it first thing in the morning. You can do it fellowship hour on Sundays, or whenever you have a group of people that want to get to know each other. You know, they say God helps, but you have to help God help you. And the key of entrepreneurship is best described by Zig Ziglar, who was one of my mentors, and I had the joy of interviewing and meeting with him. And in fact, he had offered for me to be part of his team to go out around the country to promote the whole aspect of motivation and entrepreneurship, whereby the goal is if you help someone achieve their goal, they more than in turn will help you achieve your goal. So please consider yourself invited. Tomorrow or every Thursday coming up, we'd like to have you give us the courtesy of at least letting us know if you come. We have limited space because it's free and it's valuable. You can call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980, or log on to meetup.com/, Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, or to make it easy, meetup/enomichigan.com. I would love to meet with you. We have a speaker that comes in. You get a chance to introduce yourself, as they call it, the 60-second elevator pitch, and we can even help you in presenting the 60-second elevator pitch if you feel uncomfortable for it. You know, I pride our group to develop true friendships and good friendships. And a true friendship versus a fake friendship can best be described in what I'd like to call an Ikeism. This is not something I made up. I just thought it was good enough for me to repeat. And the Ikeism states, a true friend will tell you what you need to hear. A fake friend will tell you what you want to hear. Being told that you're doing a great job when in truth you're not doing a great job, and you're feeling good that you're doing something that's not profitable, is not of any help to you. We try to be of help to you, and I've seen some really great relationships building as well as businesses building. If you're an inventor type, and we've had some very interesting people come by, we can have you do a presentation. If you'd like to practice your communication skills, we give you that opportunity as well, because we usually take about 15 minutes or so out of our meeting time and have a presenter come in from our group who will either discuss an article that they found particularly valuable to help them in their business career, or possibly presentation that they want to make. We've got talented people in our group, and I'm not making this up, but we've got every conceivable profession covered by what you'll need. We have accountants that can help you in your daily needs. Harry Pivos, who's an accountant not only for myself, but anyone that I know that is looking for a reasonable charging type accountant. For $99 a month, part of the membership is that you have your bills paid appropriately at the right time, help you in your marketing and business plan, as well as have coaching available. We have attorneys that can help you in making you actually smarter in terms of how you run your business. Should you be an LLC? Should you incorporate? Should you leave it as a partnership? This is all part of our whole program as being a member of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan. And we're just talking about $1 a day if you decide to become a member, and there's no arm twisting. Anybody that's become a member of our group has never left us unless they have, moved out of state or something. And as you know, you're supposed to do new stuff each year by way of resolutions. I'm really excited with having one of our new members, Matt Job, who is a franchisee of the Brian Tracy program. And the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, with his company, Focal Point, will be partnering and developing a presentation on superior sales skills. This is going to be an interactive workshop, whereby from the time frame will be from 10:30 till 1. Will include lunch, workshops, handout material, also a door prize drawing for a 10-minute radio interview. It's going to take place at O'Mara's Restaurant. This is going to be January the 23rd, And O'Mara's Restaurant is at 2555 12 Mile Road in Berkeley, which is the southwest corner of 12 Mile and Coolidge. And we'll be actually discussing how you develop superior sales skills, and then not just sort of surviving, but how you can thrive by sharpening up your sales skills or learning the basics. And when we get back from our break, I'd like to give you some food for thought about how you can improve your business by improving your sales strategies. Remember, nothing happens until a sale is made. So come on back and we'll help you how you can really make things happen. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back. House Calls on Wheels has a great idea on how you can help your loved ones stay comfortable, independent, safe, and right at home by converting your attached garage or retrofitting your home to a customized home healthcare suite. Call 888-489-8980. The Healthcare Suite is a customized floor plan which quickly and easily converts your garage or modifies any room inside your home into a comfortable living area in less than 90 days. If you'd like, the unit has its own heating, air conditioning, and plumbing system, even a private bathroom, and all of this for less than a year's stay in a nursing home. And we have a budget plan so that we can work within your budget. Call 888-489-8980. We even have a free video that you can see. Call 888-489-8980 and find out about the Healthcare Suite now.
If you're one of those folks who needs a helping hand, like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or help you pay your bills, run your errands, laundry pickup and delivery, maybe somebody to help you with bathing and grooming or in-home hair cutting and styling, you can't get out and you need medical help, maybe a doctor, a dentist, a nurse, a podiatrist, you name it, or prescription delivery, House Calls on Wheels is the answer. They provide both non-medical and medical services in your home. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour if you're using any of the medical services, and all of the medical services are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. Call House Calls on Wheels for further information. It's a toll-free number, 1-888-489-8980. That's House Calls on Wheels, 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome back. And just a reminder, tomorrow and every Thursday morning from 9:15 to 10:30, we have a free opportunity for you to meet other entrepreneurs that are sort of conversations over coffee connection, as we call it. You have coffee and you're connecting with other people, and we even provide you with donuts to sweeten up the situation. It's at Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward Avenue, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. That's the southeast corner of Big Beaver and Woodward. You have a chance for a free door prize drawing so that we can get you on the air. 10-minute radio interview. This program is heard on WNZK 690 AM and WCXI 1160 AM. And guess what? Then we put it on our webpage. It will even put a picture with you on it, so that way you can use that as part of your marketing strategy. We give you an opportunity for 10 minutes to describe what your company does, how you'd like to see it build on what you already have. So that in itself is well worth the time spent. And let me tell you, as I like to use different Ikeisms because of my first name that I call them, is that if you want to percolate, you got to circulate. So if you show up tomorrow, 9:15 to 10:30, free to attend, we meet purposely at the same location at the same time so that it's easy for you to put it on your calendar. And if you don't set aside time to get out and mingle with other business professionals at these type of networking events, you are doomed for disaster. I hate to sound negative because I pride myself on being a positive-minded individual. There are two possibilities in business whereby you are doing so well that you don't feel you need any more business, which is a mistake, because I guarantee you, if you're doing well, that you are bound because of attrition, because you have competition. It ain't gonna last forever. You gotta keep the furnace going, as they say. You don't turn the furnace off, and especially at this time of the year, once the house is warm, and hope that it'll stay warm. You got to keep it going. Likewise with networking. And we purposely give you an opportunity not only to meet at the meeting, but afterward, strictly on a voluntary basis. We don't twist arms at all. We have you actually join us because you want to. So we meet at Little Daddy's restaurant right up the street on Woodward. If you have a desire to mingle and have lunch with us, that's the opportunity. I am really excited about also starting a venture with Brian Tracy's program on superior sales skills. If you are an entrepreneur and you have not heard of Brian Tracy, I suggest at the first opportune moment you Google him. He is a world-renowned, motivational, successful sales coach. Matt Job, who's one of our members, and our entrepreneurs group are putting on a seminar titled Superior Sales Skills. It's an interactive workshop whereby you'll be learning on Tuesday, January the 23rd. That's next Tuesday, 10:30 to 1. You'll have an opportunity to hear various approaches to selling. You'll have a chance to share challenges that you may have in building your sales. You'll learn how to thrive, not just survive, in today's hyper-competitive landscape through interaction. How do you deal now with the internet being so dominant? As you know, the regular box stores are closing up left and right, and left out of the whole business atmosphere because a lot of people want to be able to get their stuff on the internet. Well, in sales, you're competing against, the various mobile apps that are out there, and you're trying to make a living by human being to human being involvement. And we give you strategy on how you can increase your sales as well as developing good relationships, so those customers of yours refer you to people that they know. I'm not sure whether you've heard of the Rule of 250. The Rule of 250 is a classic. It states that every human being that walks the face of the earth, assuming they're reasonably intelligent, has 250 people that are going to come to your wedding and to your funeral. I don't suggest that you die or anything like that, but by coming to our not only meetings on Coffee Connection, but coming to the seminar on superior sales skills, you'll have lunch, you'll have handout material that you can use ad infinitum, which means it's a long, long time. And Matt Job is a professional trainer with Focal Point Business Coaching of Michigan. And you have ongoing mentorship so that you can increase your sales. Many times a sale is not made for two reasons. Number one is that you're calling on the wrong person, and number two is you're not properly prepared. That's what we hope from this workshop, that you will be able to work side by side with other entrepreneurs who can help you in your success plans. We'll also have some opportunities for you to either add on to your business by way of a home-based business opportunity, and we purposely go out of our way to customize what your talents are with an additional source of revenue for you. If you're working as a job and you're able to pay your bills, by all means, don't leave that. But if you're unhappy, prepare on how you can have a strategy on how you can be self-employed. That's one of the other missions that we have with the Entrepreneurs Network Group. You know the word poor, P-O-O-R, stands for? The letters stand passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's a sure way for you to become poor. And we don't want you to be poor. This is the greatest country in the whole world, and I sincerely believe that. I've had the benefits of this wonderful country that we have, and I want to share that knowledge with you. And we do it in a way that you can afford it. You'll have lunch next Tuesday, the 23rd. I'll be there. We'll have some of the other members of our group. But please make sure that if you log on to EntrepreneursNetworkOfMichigan.com, you'll get the details. You can register online by, and I'll repeat, Eventbrite.com. Again, superior sales eventbrite.com, or just call us 888-489-8980. You'll not only walk out a better salesperson, but a better person, because it's going to be interactive, and you'll learn critical skills that you may have forgotten, and hopefully you'll not only just survive, but you'll thrive. So mark it down, Tuesday the 23rd, 10:30 to 1 p.m., Mara's Restaurant, 12 Mile and Coolidge in Berkeley. Right now, I only have enough time for my parting thought, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.
WNZK has available a few good hours of airtime for a few good programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling WNZK Radio at 248-557-3500. This is WNZK, Dearborn Heights, Detroit. Your ethnic superstation at 690 days, 680 nights.